Let's set the stage. It's the late 1990s, and the Flaming Lips are known for their quirky, lo-fi, psychedelic rock, and wild live shows. After 1997's experimental Zyrika, a 4-CD album meant to be played simultaneously, they were ready to pivot. Teaming up with producer Dave Fridman, the band crafted the Soft Bulletin, a lush, orchestral leap that traded gritty distortion with cinematic beauty. Released on Warner Brothers, it hit number 12 in the UK, earned massive critical acclaim, and sold over 200,000 copies worldwide. This is the Flaming Lips finding their heart, blending cosmic wonder with raw human emotion, and connecting with their listeners in a way no one ever thought possible. Welcome to Album Archives, where we dive into the top albums of all time, as voted on by fans of the Music Rewind podcast. I'm your host, Steve Epley, and today we're soaring into the psychedelic emotional cosmos with number 283, The Soft Bulletin by the Flaming Lips. Another album also covered in detail in Season 2 of the Music Rewind podcast with our interview with Jack Robertson. Released in June of 1999, this 58-minute masterpiece marked a bold reinvention of the Oklahoma Oddballs. With Wayne Coyne's fragile vocals, lush orchestrations, and a heart as big as the universe, it gave us tracks like Race for the Prize and Waiting for a Superman. This is the album that turned a cult band into art rock visionaries. So strap in, embrace the weird, and let's explore the beautiful chaos of the Soft Bulletin. Why is the Soft Bulletin so special? It's a sonic and emotional juggernaut. Psychedelic yet intimate, sprawling yet tender. Wayne Coyne's reedy voice delivers lyrics about loss, love, and human resilience. Backed by Stephen Draw's intricate arrangements, the album opens with Race for the Prize, a soaring anthem about scientists chasing a cure. The thought of that alone may touch many of you. Its pounding drums and simmering synths bursting with hope and urgency. Then comes A Spoonful Weighs a Ton, a kaleidoscope blend of strings and fuzz that feels like a hug from the universe. In Waiting for a Superman, a breathtaking ballad about grappling with life's limits, with Coyne's vulnerable delivery hitting like a gut punch. There's also left turns in there like Buggin', a quirky upbeat ode to insects with Beach Boys-esque harmonies. Feeling Yourself Disintegrate is a cosmic meditation on mortality, with synths and guitars swirling into infinity. And the Spider Bite song turns a real-life hell scare for Draws into a tender, surreal tribute to friendship. Production is star-layered, warm, and expansive, blending live drums, synths, and strings into a sound that's both retro yet futuristic, somehow creating something ultimately unique in the process. The band recorded on the album using unconventional techniques, like layering dozens of tracks to mimic an orchestra, giving it that larger-than-life feel. Race for the Prize eventually became a live staple and hit number 16 in the UK singles chart, too. This track list is quite the journey. What is the Light is a dreamy, philosophical interlude, while The Observer is an instrumental that feels like floating through a nebula. The Gash is a chaotic, uplifting rocker about sacrifice, and Sleeping on the Roof closes it out with a haunting, ambient fade-out. Shining At 58 minutes, the Soft Bulletin is dense, but does not overstay its welcome. Each track a piece of a vibrant, emotional mosaic. The band's chemistry with Coyne's earnestness, Draw's multi-instrumental genius, and Ivan's steady groove it creates a sound that's just so uniquely Flaming Lips. Thematically, the Soft Bulletin is about embracing life's highs and lows, love, mortality, and the search for meaning. Songs like Race for the Prize and Waiting for a Superman grapple with human fragility, while Buggin' and Suddenly Everything Has Changed find joy in the absurd. Recorded as alternative rock and electronica were booming, the album carved its own path, at times too heartfelt for the indie listeners, and at times too weird for mainstream pop. It had a center to it that was just unique to all music. It also had this psychedelic soul. It kind of had nods to Pet Sounds and Sgt. Pepper's. It's like Brian Wilson meets Pink Floyd, with just a dash of Oklahoma eccentricity.
The buzz of love is busy bugging you. Well, they fly in the air as you comb your hair.
Let's put that 1999 in context. Radiohead's OK Computer and Beck's Midnight Vultures were a redefining alternative, while pop was ruled by Britney Spears and the Backstreet Boys. The Soft Bulletin stood out with its unapologetic emotional depth and sonic ambition. It peaked at number 12 in the UK, earning a Grammy nod for Best Engineered Album, and launched a tour with confetti cannons and giant human hamster balls. Wild. Critics raved, with Pitchfork calling it a transcendent leap. Its influence is huge, with bands like Arcade Fire and MGMT echoing its orchestral grandeur with raw heart. Why does the Soft Bulletin endure? First, its emotional core. Coin's lyrics and voice cut through with raw honesty. Second, its sound. Drozd and Friedman's production is a technicolor dream, blending the organic and synthetic together. Third, its spirit. It's an album that celebrates life's messiness. It's never as easy as others make it look. The cover art, with a surreal image of a man in a dreamlike landscape, captures its mix of wonder and vulnerability. For me, the Soft Bulletin is that heartfelt conversation I had with Jack Robertson about how this album helped him through some hard times and became a favorite of his daughters. Check that one out on Music Rewind in the show notes. Ultimately, it's the Flaming Lips at their peak. Proving weird can be profound. One more recording note. The Spark That Bled is a must-hear gem. Its sprawling, psychedelic structure and Coin's poetic lyrics about a fleeting moment of cosmic clarity, it really showcases the Flaming Lips' fearless creativity. If you only listen to one track, make it this one. Its shimmering layers and emotional depth will pull you into their universe. If you haven't spun the Soft Bulletin lately, give it a listen. Crank it on vinyl, blast it through your headphones, or just stream it loud. It's a journey through joy, sorrow, and cosmic wonder, led by one of rock's most fearless bands. New to it? Prepare for an emotional and sonic adventure that'll stick with you. For me, it's not just a great Flaming Lips album, it's one of the best to close out the 90s. That's it for this edition of Album Archives. If you enjoyed it, share it with a friend or leave a review wherever you listen. Next up is number 282, Them Crooked Vultures. Check out the top albums list on musicrewindpodcast.com to see where we're at and where we're headed. For now, I'm Steve Epley, and as I always say, listen to the full album. Until next time.
A podcast from the Sidereal Media Group. Back to you, anchors.